Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is lying Bronwyn accidentally exposing herself as the liar and weirdo that she is. Oof, 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 oof. If you guys have been watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you know at the finale, or I'm sorry, rather at the reunion part one, Bronwyn let it slip that she allegedly, and again, this might be a little bit of a trigger warning, allegedly faked a miscarriage. And she blamed Lisa Barlow for exposing it. But the truth is, she exposed it herself. And now she's actually exposing herself as a liar even more. Yikes. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. It is a fun and easy way to support me and the show, and I'd really appreciate it. So with that, let's go. So this is according to Reality Blurb. And you guys, you know I have the receipts, I have the screenshots of the leaked DMs and everything, so I will definitely be showing those as well. So it says Bronwyn Newport leaked an alleged 2015 DM from her late ex-boyfriend's sibling to refute Lisa Barlow's suggestion that his family thought Bronwyn had a that his family thought Bronwyn had a miscarriage. Lisa then clapped back, accusing her of lying and called her actions sick. According to Bronwyn, her daughter Gwyn had never been contacted by the family of her father, who allegedly abandoned her during the pregnancy before he tragically passed away. Bronwyn claimed the family knew of Gwyn's birth, though Lisa, who's friends with family, said they thought Gwyn had a miscarriage. The dispute was addressed on camera in the current season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Though Gwyn eventually was given the family's contact information, she ultimately didn't feel that the family wanted to see her. Again, she's saying she felt the family didn't want to see her. This is not the family actually saying they didn't want to see her. And remember on the show, Lisa even said, no, the grandparents want to see Gwyn. They want to meet her. They want a relationship with her. And it was Bronwyn and Todd saying no. At some point in the season, Lisa and Bronwyn's friendship collapsed. During the reunion, Lisa refuted Bronwyn's claim that she bought pricey items from a jeweler who was featured on the show. According to Lisa, an acquaintance from the jeweler texted her to reveal that Bronwyn actually didn't purchase anything, though Bronwyn at the reunion claimed she indeed bought pieces. Now, also, since then, Bronwyn has come out and admitted that she actually didn't buy any jewelry. So she went from saying she bought a $4 million necklace to she bought something smaller, less expensive, to finally admitting that she actually bought nothing. So that's a $4 million lie right there. Okay. Off camera, in a conversation with two producers present, I learned that Lisa knew my daughter's father's family, wrote Bronwyn on her Instagram stories. Given who was present, I realized this would no longer remain private. Okay, now let's go into the text messages. Okay, so this is what she's saying, and I'm going to read it for you guys. All right. Bronwyn said that she let her daughter decide if she wanted to address it on camera, which she did. Then I filmed a conversation with Lisa, openly sharing my feelings and giving her the full picture of what happened throughout the year, she went on. I made her aware that my father called his parents the day of her birth and that I spoke to them myself years later when his widow found out about my child. Both of those details felt intensely personal to share on TV. Though his family declined to be on camera, Bronwyn said she continued to protect their identities, while Lisa, knowing my concerns, continued to share details that could identify them. Again, Bronwyn, you're absolutely Looney Tunes. I'm really confused as to why you keep blaming Lisa for this situation. Number one, Lisa did not make you, lie about faking a miscarriage. Lisa did not make you bring this to camera. That was something you chose to do. Lisa did not make your daughter agree to bringing it to camera. Like, you keep blaming Lisa for something that has nothing to do with her. This is all you, Bronwyn, boo-boo. You wanted a storyline and you got one. It's just not the narrative you wanted because you're being exposed as a liar. You told us that their grandparents were mean and they were evil and they kicked you out and they had wanted nothing to do with Bronwyn all of these years and there was these horrible, mean people. But it turns out they weren't even sure that Gwyn was their sons who passed away, they weren't even sure if that was his child or not, that she was even alive or not. How is that Lisa Barlow's fault? Girl, bye. Girl, bye, go bye, go bye. According to Bronwyn, she had thanked Lisa for offering to connect her with the family, and Bronwyn defended Lisa to castmates, and it was clear her co-stars were talking about it behind my back. You're on a reality show, babe. What do you think is going to happen? 6 months later, while taping the after show without me present, Lisa chose to repeat a hurtful falsehood that his parents shared with her, that they apparently thought I had a miscarriage and that Gwen was never born, said the star. This is clearly false, and Lisa knew it. Lisa knew my family called them the day Gwen was born. Lisa knew I had communicated with them and that the family acknowledged knowing about Gwen for years. Bronwyn claimed there was no reason to bring this up on camera, and Lisa was aware of what would happen if it became public. Well, this is the thing. What would happen if it became public that they thought that you had a miscarriage? That you would be exposed to your daughter and the world that you lied and faked a miscarriage? Because Lisa never said you faked a miscarriage. The only person who said faked a miscarriage was you, Bronwyn. At the reunion, you said, oh, you said I faked a miscarriage. And Lisa said, I never said that. What Lisa said was that the grandparents had thought or heard that Bronwyn had a miscarriage. Nobody ever said Bronwyn faked a miscarriage except for Bronwyn. So you're telling on yourself. Girl. Since then, my daughter and I have been surrounded by vicious rumors, including that I was pregnant during her father's marriage. This is blatantly false, she said. I never wanted this brought to the show when it came up off camera, but in front of production, I worked with the show and my family to navigate it as responsibly as privately as possible. You could have kept it off the show. Stop lying, girl. You kept it off the show that you didn't buy the necklace. You lied on the show and said you bought a $4 million necklace. You kept that off the show until you got exposed at the reunion. So you clearly know how to keep the truth off the show. So what are you talking about, girl? Bye, 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 bye. Anyway, she then shared a 2015 DM allegedly from a sibling of Gwen's dad. In the message, the sibling shared that he or she recently became aware that, quote, my late brother may have a child. Remember, this is back in 2015, and that is also on the screen. It says, Bronwyn, I'm sure you're just as surprised to hear from me as I am surprised to find myself writing this letter. I've again recently became aware my late brother may have a child. I have since spoken with my parents and have allowed time to earnestly ponder and pray, knowing the best approach to take is to take myself as well as my family felt I should be the one to contact you. I cannot claim this is my first time hearing this, nor do I claim it is my parents. Right. So again, Bronwyn, you are exposing yourself as a liar. First of all, you're sharing a private DM from a sibling who is sharing something about their dead brother and is sharing something about their parents' dead child, and you somehow think this is vindication receipts. You're sick. You're sick, babe. You're sharing private messages from someone talking about their dead brother. And even in the DMs, it proves that you're a liar. They said again, we're aware that he may or may not have a child. Clearly, they're not 100% aware of Gwen's existence, and especially not Gwen's existence as confirmed as their dead brother and their dead child's child. Was there ever a paternity test? Did you lie and say you had a miscarriage? And now the rumor mill is saying she lied about the miscarriage. Gwen, this confirms everything Lisa said. The family said that they wanted to meet Gwen. They wanted a relationship. They thought she had a miscarriage. They weren't really sure about her. So your receipts just show how sick and nasty you are. Why are you sharing private DMs from someone whose brother died? And it confirms what Lisa said. You're sick, Bronwyn. You're sick. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. It's absolutely crazy. In response to Bronwyn's earlier post, Lisa took to Instagram to tell Bronwyn to, quote, stop lying. Okay. And that's what's on the slide now. All right. I would have never brought anything to camera. You are salivating to bring this to camera, claimed Lisa. You studied the show since season 1. I'm done with the lies. I'm the only one protecting this family. You chose to bring this to camera and to say things that aren't true about them. Stop hurting good people. It's sick. In other posts, Lisa called out how Bronwyn admitted on Watch What Happens Live that she didn't buy anything from the jeweler despite her reunion claims. This is a lie, wrote Lisa on Bronwyn's Watch What Happens Live interview. I never say anything I can't back up. It's the New Yorker in me. Yes, girl. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And then I also wanted to read some of the comments that I agreed with that I thought made really good points. So Love Snark said, my God, Bronwyn has receipts from the father's sibling. Lisa is still calling her a liar, blah, 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 blah. The person clapped back, which I agree, says, but the sister is saying that she again just became aware of that her brother may have had a child. This was in 2015 when the girl was about 9 years old. This seems to corroborate what Lisa said this family told her that they might not have been sure. In any case, it's not about what they knew or didn't know, it's what they told Lisa they knew. All Lisa did was say what they told her. She didn't say anything against Bronwyn or anyone, just what she was told, and how she seems to be in a bad place because she knows both parties. Also, this interview also proves that Bronwyn is dishonest again because she's now saying she chose to bring it on camera as opposed to Lisa bringing it up because she just knew it would come up. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But it didn't. She could have asked Lisa not to discuss it and at least given Lisa the chance. Nothing about what Bronwyn's saying adds up except that she used it as a storyline, including putting her daughter on camera to discuss it. That's sick. Exactly. Another person says, what do these receipts prove, though? They certainly don't prove that the family was as mean and dismissive as she's been painting them. Also, how gross of her to be posting private conversations about someone's dead brother. Exactly. Another person says, why does Bronwyn keep going on and on and on about this if she wants to keep it private? Don't reply. Let the story die down on its own. It's not that complicated. Maybe Lisa lied, maybe not, but Bronwyn has been caught lying not once but twice to the same bowl of BS, LOL. And I have to agree with this. I mean, you guys obviously know I'm Team Lisa, but I'm Team Lisa for a reason. Bronwyn, you did this. You brought this story to the show. You allegedly faked a miscarriage. Now you're trying to blame Lisa for this. You lied on these grandparents. Your quote receipts prove that you lied about it. You tried to make it out like these were these mean, horrible people who cut you and your daughter off in your time of need and acted like Gwen didn't exist, when it's pretty clear they were told you had a miscarriage. It's pretty clear they were unsure if Gwen really was their dead son's, their dead brother's child, and they were trying to get answers. They were trying to figure out the best course of action. It's very clear that you and Todd kept Gwen from her paternal family. Girl, bye. So as always, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about the reunion of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.